And this is the cover.
The constitution-making process is at a critical stage, and the 2-decade-old Kenyan dream of a new constitution is almost being realized. But whether to permit the procurement of abortion in certain instances threatens to derail the process. Religious leaders are vowing to mobilize their faithful to reject the draft if the clause on the right to life is not withdrawn.
Ikiwa jambo kama hili litapita katika katiba, twawaambia kwamba Waislamu hawataikataa katiba hiyo kwa sababu ni kinyume na mafundisho ya Mwenyezi Mungu.
The revised harmonized draft constitution that is already on the floor of the House awaiting debate by parliamentarians clearly outlines that human life begins at conception. The draft, however, says abortion can be permitted if the mother's life or health is in danger or in instances where an unexpected mother is in need of emergency treatment. However, not all medical practitioners agree with the proposal.
It is true that you can challenge the whole medical fraternity. To give you just one example of a situation that will occur, that a mother's life will be in danger, and that it can only be solved by killing the baby.
But what happens when an expectant woman is undergoing treatment for medical conditions such as cancer that requires strong medication that could have severe effect on the unborn baby?
Kama hizo dawa zitamuua mtoto na yawe, lakini huwezi kusema ati nikubaliwe nimuue mtoto ndio nitibu mama.
According to the law guiding the review process, the support of at least 148 members of parliament will be required to amend any clause in the revised draft constitution. Can the church manage to marshal the numbers to amend the clause on abortion?
For goodness sake, our dear politicians, we have told you life starts with conception.
To save the draft from rejection during the referendum, religious leaders are suggesting that the contentious details in the Bill of Rights be expunged and dealt with later through an act of parliament.
The main body of the constitution can carry the principles, but other issues that need to be done with should be acts of legislation by parliament.
Parliament has 30 days to debate the contents of the revised draft constitution, with the referendum being expected in July if the members of parliament will adopt the draft. The constitution-making process has now entered a critical phase, and while there is consensus on the political contentious issues, there are salient matters that could easily derail the review process. Members of the 10th Parliament have a perfect chance to clean up the draft and ensure that Kenyans are faced with an uncontested referendum. Francis Gashuri, Sunday Live in Nairobi.